Apple pie did not originate in the US. It actually originated in England. And according to travelmamas.com, Geoffrey Chaucer wrote down the first recipe for an apple pie in 1381. It included figs, raisins, but no sugar. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to prepare a double crusted apple pie. And this is perfect because the holidays are right around the corner, and I've made many apple pies and I'm told that they're delicious. So I'd like to share how to make one with you today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and discuss the ingredients. I'm going to demonstrate and put it all together for you. I was actually going to show you the finished product, but I forgot to make another apple pie. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of the finished product, and then I'm going to go ahead and post it to the discussion board so that you guys can see what it looks like. So what you want to do is you want to actually start with preheating your oven to 375, and then go ahead and start peeling your apples and chopping them. So what I like to do is make sure that you peel all your apples, put them off to the side in a large mixing bowl. I'm rather messy when I work, when I'm cooking, excuse me. So I like a large bowl to work out of. So once you have all your apples peeled, you're going to go ahead and cut them off the core. And do about like 1.5 inches or just thinly sliced apples. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, 1/2 inch. So once you have all of your apples, we're going to go ahead and add the dry ingredients. So what we have is we have a 1/2 cup of sugar. Save a little bit of it so that you can actually put it on the top of the pie. And again, that's a 1/2 cup of white sugar. Also, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. And you're going to need 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And just go ahead and add that. Also, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Make sure you get all that out. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Also, what I like to do is I like to use a little bit of that 1 tablespoon lemon juice to put in the apples so the apples don't get too brown. So once you have all of that together, just make sure that you mix everything together rather well. My brown sugar is kind of packed very hard here. All right, so once we get that all together, we're going to go ahead and mix that in with the apples. I like to pour it over just because now I can go ahead and work out of my large mixing bowl. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just go ahead and mix all of that together. And then we're going to go ahead and just put this off to the side. Also, what I like to do is I like to, I used to make my pie crust from scratch, but now what I like to do is I like to just go to the store, pick one up. I do like to roll it out first and then just lay it in. It can be thin or however you want to do it. I like to have extra so that I can have enough to pinch together so it seals nice. So once I have everything together, I'm going to just go ahead and put my apples in. And if you have extra, that's fine. You can always make something else with it. I like to really pack them in. I think that's good. Again, you're going to use about 6 to 7 apples for this. So once you're ready for the top, and again, I like to roll this out a little bit just so it's nice. So once you are ready to go ahead and start putting the top and the bottom together, go ahead and just quickly just kind of do a rolling technique. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can always use a fork if you prefer, and you can always go back and make it look a little bit nicer. So once you go through and you seal this, we can show you what I like to do so it doesn't stick. Okay, and once you put your slits in here, go ahead and put your egg wash on. And there you go. Alright, so there you have it. Easy apple pie made with simple ingredients, minimum effort, and it's a delicious end. Now that you have seen it, and you can go ahead and make it and possibly even bring it to the next dinner party that you have or that you're invited to. Also, according to the American Pie Council, 29% of Americans prefer their apple pie, and 1 in 5 say that apple pie is their favorite. This is 35 million people. So can you imagine how many apple pies are made each year, let alone how many apples it takes to make them? Enjoy.